The Indiana Fever just sent shockwaves through the WNBA, and Caitlin Clark's bullies are officially on notice.
Did you, when you went and swatted at Caitlin, did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that play?
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through and I hit her. So obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am. But yeah.
Did you and Marina kind of laugh about it afterwards? It looked like there was later on in the game they caught you guys laughing about it.
No, I just told you I didn't even know I hit her, so I can't laugh about something I didn't know happened.
Last season, the league's most electrifying rookie endured a brutal welcome to the pros.
Call. The question is, will they call it unnecessary? Kennedy Carter.
There is a thing called pretty privilege. There is a thing called white privilege. There is a thing called tall privilege. And we have to acknowledge that. And so part of it is, why did she have to go to play in Russia?
They wouldn't pay her.
Because they wouldn't pay her.
They wouldn't pay her. She was black.
Cheap shots, hard fouls, and outright targeting became the norm as defenders tried and failed to slow her down, but those days are over. Clark faced last season coming off the constant bullying in the league. This was set to be Caitlin Clark's biggest challenge yet. Facing off the Fever have made it clear, if you come after Clark, you'll have to deal with her new enforcers first.
Caitlin Clark, she's been killing it, and I'm a huge fan, and I never say that, but I think it's fun what she's doing.
Why does everybody hate Caitlin Clark? And do you hate Caitlin Clark? Come on,
dude. Absolutely not. I think that she's a gem.
Sophie Cunningham has officially landed in Indiana, teaming up with Caitlin Clark in a move that took fans by storm. There's no holding back from the outspoken
Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, and Anna Boner, three veteran stars who bring toughness, experience, and a Noon's attitude to Indiana.
Especially Caitlin Clark, she's been killing it, and I'm a huge fan, and I never say that, but I think it's fun what she's doing.
Why does everybody hate Caitlin Clark? And do you hate Caitlin Clark? Come on,
dude. Absolutely not. I think that she's a gem.
This isn't just about protecting Clark, it's about sending a message. The Fever aren't here to play nice, they're here to dominate. Before we dive into the drama, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. This is a story you won't want to miss, and we've got every angle covered from
an outstanding offensive rebounding team.
Clark connects to the inner mid-range.
And I think Iowa is okay giving up the mid-range.
Here's the players. Clark, backdoor, Martin, easy two. It was Poa who drew 2 offensive fouls on Clark in last year's match.
Breaking news to expert analysis. We're here to keep you in the loop. Don't miss out. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into the heart of this controversy.
That opportunity. Clark for 3, rattles it around for her first deep shot.
Well, she's definitely taken that golden advice. Recently, being the first.
She plays hard. I love her. I love the way Caitlin Clark is playing. The game right now is just, at an all-time high for the females.
Caitlin Clark's rookie season was nothing short of spectacular, but it came with a price. From the moment she stepped onto the court, she became a target. Defenders weren't just playing hard, they were playing dirty.
In the second half, as we look at Diamond to shoot.
Cheap shots, body checks, and flagrant fouls became a regular part of her game. At times it felt less like basketball and more like a full-contact sport. The numbers don't lie. A staggering 177% of all flagrant fouls in the WNBA last season were committed against Clark. Not just tough defense, it's a deliberate attempt to intimidate the Chicago Sky, were the worst offenders, accounting for a jaw-dropping 80% of those flagrant fouls. Whether it was frustration, intimidation, or just old-school bullying, the message was clear.
And I want to hear stories from your third grade teacher. Well, I got kicked out of PE class. I wanted that when I was younger. Yeah, they always have my parents come in and have meetings about me being too competitive in PE class. So that was something. But yeah, I think growing up with an older brother, he definitely pushed me. He never took it easy on me. And I think my parents could definitely tell from a very young age how competitive I was. The day he learned how to ride his bike, I was like, no, I'm doing that too. Mom and Dad, take my training wheels off.
Clark wasn't going to get an easy ride, but here's the thing, Clark isn't just tough, she's unshakable. Even after taking brutal hits, she dusted herself off and kept playing.
I think everybody's physical with me. Things that probably other people don't get away with. It's tough, but that's just the fact of the matter. This is a very physical game. So yeah, because you get pressure. That's just professional basketball. It is what it is, honestly.
Her composure under pressure is what sets her apart, but the Fever knew they couldn't let her go through another season unprotected. Enter the enforcers. The Fever's front office didn't just sit back and watch their star get bullied.
You know, in some ways, it started with me and Diana in our show getting interviewed by Scott Van Pelt, and Diana having, you know, her response, which if you go back and watch it, and I don't mean to split hairs here, but it is just another moment where things get taken onto social media and they just grow and people spew and it turns into something.
They made moves, big ones, with the addition of Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham and Danana Boner. Indiana has built a squad that can play fast, play tough, and most importantly protect their franchise player. The bullies who thought they could rough up Clark without consequence, they're about to get a rude music awakening. Tasha Howard isn't just another addition to the Indiana Fever, she's the enforcer the team desperately needed. A three-time WNBA champion, former Defensive Player of the Year, and a veteran with over 300 games under her belt, Howard brings a level of toughness and experience that changes a team's entire identity. Howard easy laying for two, offensive rebound, it lays it in herself, fade away. Yes, the moment she stepped into the locker room the message was clear. Caitlin Clark is no longer an easy target. How the signing of Natasha Howard represents a massive step forward for the Indiana Fever in there quest for a championship, and Howard the Fever gain a three-time WNBA champion, a Defensive Player of the Year, an All-Star, and a veteran with more than 300 games played. And for Natasha Howard, her signing with the Indiana Fever also represents a return to her WNBA roots. In 2014, Howard was selected with the 5th pick in the WNBA draft. Bayard's defensive prowess is unmatched. She's a nightmare for opponents trying to score in the paint with the length, physicality, and aggressive style to make life miserable for anyone challenging her. But hi everyone, this is APO Sports, and it's been a while, it's been a long time. Damn, I don't even remember the last time. Look at me, look at this huge beard, what we've got going on. But anyways, exciting times are here. The season is about to start. What, next month? We really don't have that much time left between now and the beginning of the season, so let's get our players spotlight situation going. Today, as promised, we're going to be talking about Natasha Howard, so that's going to be our first player spotlight going on here on the channel for this season. Of course, Natasha Howard, she signed as a free agent within Indiana Fever. Howard isn't just about enforcing games, she's a game changer on both ends of the floor. Last season she averaged 17, 6.6, 7 rebounds and nearly 3 assists per game. Her ability to stretch the floor with her shooting creates even more space for Clark, Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston to operate. This is the reason why we play a sport, to be role model for girls and young boys, cause a lot of you know a lot of kids don't have role models out here, so I'm happy that I have the opportunity to platform to be a role model to young boys and young girls out here, because you see a lot of boys and girls that don't want to play sports because they don't have a role model to look up to. So with my platform, this is what I want to do. This is the reason why I play the game, this why I love the game and want to give it to the next generation. But perhaps the most valuable part of Howard's arrival is her playoff experience. The Fever are a young squad with plenty of potential, but making deep playoff runs takes a level of composure and leadership that only veterans can provide. Saw a little clip of you. WNBA, you know where I'm going. WNBA All-Star Games. Oh, this is a good clip. Okay, I was like, where is she going with this now? Another Indiana Fever player, soon to be Taipon Clark. Have you heard of her? You happened to have a little interaction with her, and it was said that you were potentially asking her to come to Phoenix. I totally was, and maybe the joke was on us because maybe she was asking you to come to the Fever. No, maybe I just put an atmosphere and it happened. But how funny is that? Like I never really even saw myself leaving Phoenix. Was my Howard has played in over 50 postseason games, and that kind of experience is invaluable. She knows what it takes to win, and she's bringing that mentality to Indiana. With Howard in the mix, the Fever aren't just fighting back, they're ready to take applause over. If Kane Clark needed someone to keep the bullies in check while draining threes, she just got her in Sophie Cunningham. The Fever weren't just looking for talent this offseason, they were looking for toughness, and a Fever are trading for a multi-dimensional wing capable as good. Cunningham from the corner locking down defenders, several deathful passion and emotion into the game and into her team on offense. Insert link 006. And in Cunningham they found both, known for her fiery energy, relentless attitude and willingness to mix it up. Cunningham is the perfect enforcer for this young Fever squad. Applause, music, applause, music, applause. Cam isn't just tough, she's an elite shooter, hitting 37.8% from beyond the arc last season. With Clark running the offense, expect that number to go even higher. But shooting isn't the only thing Cunningham brings to the table. One opportunity she was going to attack the cup no matter, and another technical, and she has been tossed an emphatic push by Sophie, and she will head to tech room. She's got an edge, a mean streak that makes her the type of player who plays through contact, talks her talk and backs it up. And let's not forget, she's literally a Taekwondo black belt. For any defenders thinking about getting extra physical with Clark this season, they might want to think twice. Applause, music. Ham's presence changes the Fever's lineup in a big way. She steps in as a versatile wing who can shoot, defend, and provide veteran leadership. Her ability to stretch the floor means defenses can't just collapse on Clark in Boston. Music. Teams try to double Clark. Cunningham will be waiting on the perimeter ready to make them pay with her in the mix. Indiana just got a whole lot tougher, and the rest of the WNBA better take notice. And the way they came back the second game, it just makes you excited to, okay, I want to be a part of that. They didn't lay down and quit. They came back and actually tried to beat us, really, that in the next game. So it just shows a lot about their character and how hungry they are, and I want to be a part of that. Welcome back inside Fever basketball. This is a moment that would have felt impossible just a couple of years ago. Diana Bonner sitting here in an Indiana Fever jersey, but a lot has changed in the past couple of years. I'm sure there were plenty of teams going for your services, Diana, so why was this the right opportunity for you? I just feel like it was the location. For one, my kids are literally right up the road and I've spent a lot of time away from them, so that and the decor that they have here now is just Diana Bonner isn't just joining the Indiana Fever to fill a roster spot. She's here to redefine the team's culture with 2 WNBA championships, multiple All-Star appearances, and a reputation as one of the most versatile forwards in the league. Bonner brings a wealth of experience, leadership, and a mindset that screams dominance on the offensive end and the defensive end. Getting still 5 straight for Bonner. Push it. She's already making it clear the Fever aren't here to be a rebuilding project anymore. They're here to win. Now shooting the 3, and that's changed all of basketball at any level. The 3.2 off the Windows arrival shifts Indiana from an exciting young team into a legitimate championship contender. Her elite defense, clutch scoring, and ability to stretch the floor make her the perfect complement to Clark, Boston, and Mitchell. The record-climbing bucket from Diana Bonner being acknowledged as she passed his Andest Pry and now his scoring list. And here was Diana Bonner a moment ago, but what truly makes Bonner special isn't just her skill set, it's her investment in her teammates. She's not just signing a contract and going through the motions, she's actively working to elevate Clark, Boston, and Mitchell to new heights. Have signed one of the all-time greats who brings major big game experience to a time WNBA champion and quite literally the most experienced postseason. Her 87 playoff games are more than any player in WNBA history, off points of all time, and is 3rd all-time in playoff. Bonner's connection with Clark is particularly exciting. She's played with some of the greatest guards in WNBA history, but she sees something unique in Clark. It's not just her deep-range shooting or her ability to make impossible passes, it's her relentless competitive fire. These are the things that are important in New York. Getting huge step forward, came back, you worked, we got better, we grew. Hard thing to stomach when you think you've done everything you can do to win. You guys don't stay together, we don't have a Bonner knows how to push elite players to become even better, and now she's stepping in to guide Clark towards superstardom. With Bonner in the mix, the Fever have the veteran leadership and toughness they need to make a deep playoff run. Did you, when you went and kind of swatted it, did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that play? I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, I didn't know I hit her. Actually, I was trying to make a play on the ball and I guess I followed through and I hit her, so obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am. So yeah, did you and Marina kind of laugh about it afterwards? Like there was later on in the game they caught you guys laughing about it. No, I just told you I didn't even know I hit her, so I can't laugh about something I didn't know happened. With the increase, the Indiana Fever have undergone a complete transformation this offseason. Gone are the days of being pushed around and bullied. With the additions of Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, and Diana Bonner, the Fever have built a squad that can play fast, play tough, and protect their star player. This she goes in the paint, throws it over the front of the rim. Mitchell looks to push, leads Indiana. Natasha Howard, Mitchell buries the 3 that was pretty well for different reasons. But the joy in the locker room is there. That says a lot about the coaching and how they were able to keep people together. How I coming off a career high. Ainers again finish a shoe had it. This isn't just about adding talent, it's about sending a message. The Fever aren't just here to compete, they're here to dominate.